Hello YouTubers, Hammy Technoid here, and today we are in the living room man cave, and what I'm showing you here now is the culmination of my project that I've been spending the last week and a half on, and you can see that the woofers that I mentioned I had before have been finished now, and I've got them mounted in their cabinets, and there's the bottom one and there's the top one. Okay, and they're flanked by the Frankenspeaker right there and my little Infinity Frankenspeaker, which is still partially an Infinity, but not mainly, because all it's got going for it is original parts is this polydome mid-range and the internal crossover network. Everything else, the ribbon tweeter and the bass driver has been replaced. So yeah, it's a much more stout unit now. It can handle more power than it could in its stock incarnation. But this woofer situation is really something now. I can get bass that pounds in my chest out here as I'm sitting on my recliner. So there's the Frankenspeaker that has been doing the duty of doing the bass up until this point. Now I've got, for the bass, speaking of the bass, I've got two Crown amps here. I've got the XLS2500 and the XLS2502. Okay, the 2500 is being relegated to the bass drivers, and it's crossed over at 80 Hertz. And then the 2502 is being used for the Frankenspeakers, and it also is crossed over at 80 Hertz. And it's just very convenient that they both use the Linkwitz-Riley curve to do their crossing. Okay, and what's nice I like about the 2502 is that you can get into the programming and turn off the lights. You can just turn off the lights and it doesn't have this glaring light as it's playing in the background, you know, unlike the 2500, which has its light brightly shining all the time. So, yeah, without further ado, this side here I'm showing you is with the covers off, and normally I have the covers on, and that's how this side over here is with the covers on, and you can see the woofers are just bare-faced anyway. So yeah, the Infinities and the Frankenspeakers have their covers on over here, but without any further ado, I'm going to play some bass that you can hear from the amplifier here. I got it set up to play a track, and it's just going to go straight to it once I hit the play button. So here it goes. Yeah, it's just repeating. And I think the channel has it so that the bass comes out more on this side. Yeah. Check that out. And that is just kicking some hard bass, because I've got the Behringer EX1200, and you can see that it is processing subharmonics very nicely. So this is my finishing project here. I finished it and I'm very pleased with it. The woofers are just kicking butt. They are super loud, and this power that the power that I'm putting to them right now wasn't barely anything. I have at my disposal, with these Crown amps going into them and the way the speakers are wired, I can put 750 watts per amplifier per channel. So that's over 1,500 watts capable per channel in this front room. So that's over 3,000 watts total that I could be jamming out of these guys. And personally, I don't think they could take it. Yeah, they're not big PA speakers. They're not meant to handle massive amounts of power. I'd like them to handle a little more power. They're more in the range of about 250, 300 watts. is what they can handle. So yeah, I don't want to push them too hard and burn out the voice calls. So yeah, I am very pleased with the way they sound. I was listening to some Who live at Leeds, and oh my gosh, when Keith Moon kicked that kick drum, it was like in my chest. It felt so good and loud. But anyway, so just wanted to show you the finishing product of my project that I spent for the last week and a half or two. And until next time, see you later.